Hi there, my name's Sean, and I want to talk about Rocko's Modern Life. It's an animated TV show from the early 90s, and I don't want to waste any more time, so we're jumping right in. Our very first episode, and the first episode of the entire series, opens up with a creature screaming his head off while he's riding a roller coaster. And if that's not a sign of what to expect from Rocko's Modern Life, then I don't really know what is. Here, we're introduced to Rocko, the main character of our story. He's a wallaby who grew up in Australia and has recently moved to America. And alongside him is his best friend Heifer, a dim-witted and big-hearted steer who's carefree and obsessed with food. At the entrance of the carnival, we're introduced to Slippy the Slug, a condescending citizen of O-Town that sarcastically refers to Rocko as Kangaroo Boy multiple times in this episode.
That's right, Kangaroo Boy. Win yourself a big prize.
And you know, I suppose as a kid I didn't really know what a wallaby was. And apparently, the inhabitants of O-Town don't know either. And of course you have Heifer borrowing money from Rocko to get into the carnival in the first place. Heifer strikes me as, being kind of a total mooch.
Can you loan me $30?
We're then treated to a preview of some of the rides that the carnival has to offer, like a chemical toss with nuclear rods, a crashed rocket attraction, an oil spill slip and slide, and a coffee world that actually just burns riders with scalding hot coffee. Next, we see the Elevator to Hell ride. Particularly around this time following the satanic panic of the 80s, I feel like it was probably pretty taboo to depict a biblical hell in an animated sitcom, but hey, Nickelodeon wasn't a kids network back then. We do get this crazy amount of fat shaming from Slippy in the same shot though.
Whoa, big boy. You're a little too hefty for this ride. Safety first, eh?
Didn't Wikipedia say this show was supposed to be, based on Chicago or something? I mean, I don't think anyone would question an Elevator to Hell in Chicago, except for maybe Futurama and their hell-themed carnival ride in New Jersey, I suppose. We also get this crazy scene with the merry-go-round that has seats like a camel, washing machine, possum, toilet, beaver, chicken, and more. I mean, I might take my chances with the dental chair personally. Wait a minute, is he reading Play Slug magazine? He's probably just reading it for the articles, I'm sure. Particularly in this episode, they've been doing a lot of the
I love carnivals. I love chicken. I love circles.
thing with Heifer, like the kind of dumb guy trope that I feel like that's definitely one of those things that's going to get old very quickly if they choose to keep going that direction with him. I wonder how long they're going to keep that up. Goodness gracious, what is that monstrosity? And why does he look fuzzy and like he crawled out of a dumpster?
I'll never win anything.
Nobody ever does, kid.
There's a scene at the top of a Ferris wheel where Heifer points out a game called Shoot Stuff with Live Ammo. Along with the oil spill ride, it feels like the show's trying to show off some more Americanized concepts, the kind of American stereotypes that one would expect to hear if they weren't from America. Like Rocko, who isn't from... yeah. There's a lot of late-stage capitalism nods in this episode. Did we even know it was late-stage capitalism at that time? I might need to brush up on my 1980s dystopian narratives. Wait, is that why Heifer's depicted as an overweight, debt-ridden consumerism simp? There's a metaphor somewhere in there, I'm sure. After a few games, Heifer and Rocko find themselves at the frog flip minigame, where Heifer is absolutely terrible. And when it's Rocko's turn, he's given a mean, condescending, rude frog that's puffing on a cigar.
Oh, such a strong man. Let's go, Junior. We don't go it all day. Oh, brother.
Everyone just likes pushing poor Rocko around. Jeez. Rocko gets the last laugh, of course, though, when he uses a literal wrecking ball to launch the rude frog straight into the stratosphere. In fact, we even get to see him again when the boys ride the nosebleed roller coaster. He does make it back down to Earth, though, landing perfectly on one of the lily pads, earning Rocko that prize he's been hoping for. I remember as a kid I won one of these cheap finger trap toys, and I thought I was going to be the coolest kid in school the next day. Spoiler alert, not even close. As the episode ends, we have Rocko and Heifer reflecting on their day, quipping that while carnival games may seem rigged, not everyone is always out to get you. It's good to trust people every so often. Then, of course, the toy breaks, so stay diligent. The world is full of very rude frogs. This episode clearly has the foundation for all the traits that Rocko's Modern Life would go on to be known for. It's absurd, it's ruthless, and it's visually unpredictable. One-off characters like Slippy the Slug and the Cigar Frog are funny, unsettling, and give O-Town some personality, mocking Rocco without breaking him, or sometimes while breaking him. And it's Rocco's reactions to this harassment and bullying, particularly the rare occasions where Rocco will actually blow up on the one who's bullying him, indicate a very layered character right from the very first episode. Generally speaking, it seems like a lot of fans really enjoy this episode. It's even hailed in high regard as being pretty darn decent for a pilot.
That was one rude frog.
Personally, I know Rocco's Modern Life gets much better than this episode. I plan on covering more shows and more episodes in the future, so let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.